Welcome to Draco Tears, a tale of knights and dragons in medieval times. Killing a dragon has never been more rewarding. Do you have what it takes to save the kingdom? Join us on this adventure to what may lie ahead. Behold, the land of uncertainty and darkness. This is a quest of bravery. The future of the kingdom lies in your hands. Lords and ladies alike have fallen to the Draco Queen, which took over the castle grounds. Far in the distance there was once a beautiful kingdom with an indestructible castle ruled by the fairest ladies and noblest of men. Until one day a raging dragon was determined to turn the castle into her lair to spawn her young. This event happened by her claiming the land while killing the villagers. You must storm the castle at once. To save this castle and this fair land, we must summon any and all courageous warriors who dare to challenge their fears and fight heroically against a cold-blooded, fire-breathing beast. The Queen Dragon claimed the Highlands Castle mountaintop to nestle her eggs. Go to the Highlands to destroy the eggs, kill the hatchlings, and eliminate the Dragon Queen to prevent her from reigning over the valley with her spawn, destroying all in their path, spilling blood, raining fire, and turning everything into ash. Her hatchlings will soon infest the entire valley. Help save the castle by eradicating her hatchlings. Execute the queen before she ravages all that we know and love. The castle must be rescued, and the power of the throne restored. Her royal family promised to bring great treasure to those who agree to embark on this dangerous journey. Once upon a time, in the land of legends, dragons soared in the smoky skies. Fires covered the world as nothing but ashes lay, annihilating anything in existence. As the Draco Queen dives out of the dark sky, spewing fire over the castle and its people, men, women, and children run for cover. They soon find there is no place to escape. The dragon's flames dripped off the wall of the castle. It heated the stone so hot it singed the villagers' feet as they ran across the walkways. The screaming was wretched as the people of this village begged for their lives to be spared. This demon came from the furthest depths of the earth and showed the people no mercy or remorse. Many lay dead, while others suffered, until their heart came to a halt. The evil and hatred this monster displayed was like no other creature of God's creation. After the town being terrorized 3 long days and nights, the castle was lost. A few survivors, including the royal family, fled the village for their lives. The king vowed to his people he will return one day for vengeance. Many moons went by until the king decided it was now time to gather all able-bodied warriors to build an army and reclaim what was rightfully his. After the rally of men, They marched day and night to the castle with their weapons in formation. The king was determined to regain the territory. It was a brutal battle. Right when it seemed the dragon had enough, another dropped out of the clouds like a flaming comet. It was the Draco Queen. She was massive and irate. All that could have been seen was a ball of fire. The men in their armor didn't even have time to respond prior to being scorched to the bone. Not one body with a pulse survived the defensive attack on the army, killing them all. She protected her lair with her life. As time moved on, the days of the dragon rule did as well. Many had tried to conquer only to lose their lives, proving this ungodly being to be a worthy adversary. All hope was not lost, for the Queen Dragon has reigned long enough. One day she must meet her demise. The determined knight in his armor rode off to the mystical trail in the woods to set on the journey to the castle. While galloping miles down the road, the horse sensed a presence. The steed came to an abrupt stop. There was a bloodthirsty howl in the distance. A vicious pack of wolves surrounded the knight on his horse. The knight knew there was trouble, so he dismounted his royal steed and prepared for an attack. The wolves flanked the area to leverage from the disposition of their prey. As they lunged at the knight, his sword ripped through one and pierced into another, penetrating the thick pelt of the four-legged predator. The aggressive pack fled the area in defeat, whimpering and swiftly limping away. The knight sighed in relief as the threat had retreated to the deep forest. The knight mounted his horse and continued his journey. The time will soon come for the warrior to battle the Queen Dragon to prevent further destruction in the valley. The knight had come too far. He had no choice but to ride on. They rode night and day until arriving in an uncharted territory. No food nor water were left in the rations. The ride had lasted longer than anticipated. Feeling faint, they stopped to allow the trusty steed to drink from a nearby brook and graze on anything it could find to replenish its energy, for it had been a long trip already. The brook was crystal clear and glimmered like a diamond in its purest form. The silk-like surface flowed over smooth stones, creating a magnificent orchestra of sound that was comforting to hear. Suddenly, life within the forest along the trail presented itself. A light breeze picked up. Birds began to sing in harmony as the voice of an angel spoke, and an enchanted forest fairy appeared out of the darkness. The knight demanded the being to identify herself at once. The soft voice told the exhausted warrior, "No fret, I intend you no harm. Although your journey has been long and challenging, your determination is what will make you prosperous. Do not give in to the demon voices in your head telling you to give up. All life here in the valley is at your mercy. Seek motivation from the passion in your heart to provide the power it will take to endure." Taking the enchantress's advice into consideration, the journey continued. While passing through the enchanted forest, weak and weary, all the forest animals went silent. Not even one bird made a peep. The knight's instincts signal him of an imminent threat, and he felt as if he were being watched. He observed his surroundings. Scanning the area, he glanced to the treetops. His eyes came upon a mountain lion perched on a branch, overlooking his path. The knight continued down the trail. The large wild cat jumped down out of the tree and slowly prowled toward his direction, as if it were about to pounce on its next meal. Displaying no fear, the knight advanced his position on the trail, passing the large hungry cougar. The feline stalked the horse for a great distance. But wait, the hungry cougar makes his move. He ran up behind the horse, biting into its hind quarters. The horse bucked the knight off and ran away in pain. The knight returned to his feet and immediately began using his sword, slashing the mountain lion. The cougar tackled the warrior. As he fought back, the large wild cat latched onto his throat. The powerful cougar squeezed until the knight passed out. Once the knight stopped resisting, the cougar ripped apart the neck of the knight and commenced to eat his fresh kill. How unfortunate. It is up to you on how this story will go. Do not give up on just one attempt to slay the queen out of fear of failure.